Hey, welcome to Daejuan's Aerial Quad channel. Today we are at the end of day 5 from the summer 2025 road trip, and we are at the destination for that day. This is Lake Havasu City, Arizona. This is along the Colorado River. The river feeds into and out of Lake Havasu. This city is about 930 feet of elevation. It's off US 95. What you are looking at right now, if you didn't read the title of the video, that is London Bridge, the London Bridge. We've got a little bit of a history lesson for today. So, that was, of course, in London, England. Used to be falling down, as the song tells us. This London Bridge was built in 1831, replacing a 600-year-old stone bridge over the River Thames in London. It was originally designed for foot and horse-related traffic. It struggled with car traffic as technology progressed, and by the 1960s, it was falling down. In 1968, a man named Robert McCullough from St. Louis, Missouri, he owns McCullough, or at the time, owned McCullough Motors, known for their chainsaws primarily. He purchased this bridge for about $2.5 million. It was disassembled brick by brick, transported by ship to California, and then it was trucked to Lake Havasu City. The steel frame was assembled, the bricks were reassembled over the frame, over part of the small part of Lake Havasu City in 1971. A bridge was then paved over and has been a functional vehicle and pedestrian traffic bridge ever since. So yes, London Bridge was falling down. Now, Lake Havasu City itself was founded by Mr. McCullough as a retirement community of sorts, and it still serves that purpose. But it's also become quite the tourist attraction, considering it has London Bridge. So the next time somebody asks you, where is London Bridge? Because I'm sure people ask you that all the time. You can tell them why it's in Arizona, of course. So that's the end of the first video. We have some pictures. Took some stills here. One from each side. And then one I took a little later on the second battery. Very nice. And then we did a second flight. On this one, we are going to explore a little bit more of the actual lake. Beautiful lake. You can see why it's gotten as popular as it has. You'll see in the later in this second flight how large the city has gotten. The population these days is somewhere around 59,000 people. And it was fun driving around Lake Havasu City. There were a lot of businesses that had incorporated London Bridge into their name. Alright, I think I was in sport mode at this point. You can see the camera gimbal does get whipped around a fair bit here on the Mini 4K. Those fast changes of directions, and looking at the water, I'd say there's a fair bit of breeze that day. I don't remember exactly. I do remember that as I later walked over to London Bridge and walked across, it was 115 degrees. And that's plenty. I don't really need to go a whole lot warmer than that, personally. As always, we appreciate Dead Armadillo Sounds providing some sound for us. All right, we're leaving the big part of the lake for now. We're gonna stay over the water mostly, and we're gonna go up this little channel toward London Bridge. There's some power lines I didn't fly too close to for a change. All right, now you see where the 59,000 people live. It really is quite an oasis out here in the Arizona desert. It's very beautiful, interesting landscape. Again, kid from Missouri. This is not what I am used to looking at on a day-to-day basis. I'm also not the biggest fan of the temperature, but, you know, life's funny sometimes. All right, here I'm setting up a nice reveal shot. Good work, me. And we've got the reflection, massive reflection off Lake Havasu. What a gorgeous place. And I was probably about a mile from myself at this point, and got hit by the wind again, realizing I didn't have quite as much battery as I would like, so starting to slowly bring her home. I found a nice parking lot, about quarter mile, half mile maybe, from the bridge. This Mini 4K is impressive. I didn't feel confident to go right up to the bridge or underneath it. I don't want to bother anybody, and I didn't want to lose signal. There is no obstacle avoidance on the 4K, so if you were under the bridge, for instance, and it got disconnected, it would just fly straight up into the bottom of the bridge, trying to go to return to home altitude. So I wanted to stay away from that. But otherwise, very impressive. I mean, you see the video quality at 4K 30. It's hard to beat. Also, I don't know if I'm going to put out any of this content before this video releases, but I did, just under the wire on the DJI import ban, get a Mini 5 Pro. I decided to make the leap. I found an eBay seller. It shipped from Hong Kong, made it over to Alaska, and then made it to me under a week. It's impressive. My Mini 4 Pro that I've purchased a while back, it came from South Korea, made a similar trip. Of course, there was no restriction there. And this one made it through customs without issue. So probably the last DJI product I'll be able to purchase from overseas, unless something changes. But yeah, you might already know about it by the time I'm saying all of this, or you might not. I haven't actually got it up in the air just yet. Life gets busy. All right, we're wrapping things up here on this video. I have just enough juice to get one last look over at good old London Bridge. Lake Havasu City, Arizona. Fun piece of trivia. Make good use of it. Again, this is the end of day 5. Tomorrow we will be in Arizona a bit more, and we'll see where else we get up to. Thanks for watching Day Juan's Aerial Quad channel, and I do hope I see you on the next one.